All right, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a concept that literally flies in the face of everything we're taught about success. We're talking about the digital transformation of local, downright boring businesses. We're going to see how modernizing those invisible services sitting right down your street can actually create serious wealth. And honestly, the craziest part? You can do this without owning a single physical brick or, any heavy machinery. If you've ever felt like the traditional path to success is just kind of broken, well, you are definitely going to want to pay close attention to this.
So to really grasp why this strategy is an absolute game changer, we first need a reality check on what a lot of young adults are dealing with right now. 23%. That's a huge number. Our source material highlights a pretty shocking stat. 23% of bachelor's degrees currently have a negative return on investment. I mean, think about it. If you've been grinding, trying to balance studying with working, practically living off cup noodles, and just constantly wondering if college was actually a smart financial bet, this number validates all that frustration. Almost a quarter of degrees out there are literally setting people backward financially.
And the creator of our source material, they understand this struggle intimately. They share this classic zero-to-hero story where after being completely written off by teachers as a lost cause, they dropped out of school at 16. Their reality check? Making wooden trash cans for a grueling $2 an hour. Just $2 an hour. They describe feeling totally trapped on this financial hamster wheel, right? Sweating day in and day out and just never getting ahead. It's exactly like running at top speed but staying in the exact same place.
Okay, let's dive into this because here's where the story pivots in a really brilliant way. Just picture the two paths laid out in front of you. On one side, you have the classic chasing tech unicorns vibe. Everybody out in Silicon Valley hustling to build the next billion-dollar app. It is hyper-competitive and frankly almost impossible. But then, consider the other side, boring neighborhood businesses. These are incredibly lucrative, totally overlooked local services hiding in plain sight, literally on your very own street. While everyone else is getting distracted by all the shiny tech hype, the actual real opportunity is quietly sitting right next door.
Now, the massive turning point for our $2 an hour dropout came from this one profound realization. Quote, "The rich don't just work for money, they make money work for them through expansion." And hey, this isn't just some catchy motivational poster quote. This is the actual, literal playbook to claiming financial freedom. It takes a fundamental mindset shift. You gotta stop trading your precious time for pennies and start figuring out how to take proven, already existing systems and just expand them.
Section 1. Invisible Neighborhood Goldmines. Let's explore these hidden local opportunities. So these local gold mines are what we call invisible for one specific reason. They operate exactly the way they did 30 years ago. Most ambitious folks just walk right past them without a second thought. But think about the stark contrast here. The old way, it's all missing paper receipts, super messy cash registers, and marketing that's basically just a phone number scribbled on a piece of cardboard, right? But the new way involves comprehensive automated billing using platforms like Odoo and sleek professional websites spun up with AI. Bridging that massive gap between those two worlds, that is exactly where your opportunity is hiding.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we can take 10 completely different everyday neighborhood gigs and categorize them by the exact digital upgrade they desperately need. Just think about all these examples. You've got laundromats, gutter cleaning, pool maintenance, and driveway sealing, all of them urgently needing automated booking. Then you've got self-storage units practically begging for instant billing, gardening services that just need a simple AI website, window cleaners who could literally double their revenue by switching to a subscription model, vending machines begging for remote digital monitoring, and car detailing or local tutoring that just need proper platform booking. It is a literal master list of invisible gold mines.
Let's actually break down the math here, starting with something super basic, the humble laundromat. A seemingly boring, coin-operated laundromat can quietly pull in $300,000 a year. $300K! And it gets even better, because they operate with massive 30% profit margins. But if you walk into one today, the owner is probably drowning in a sea of loose coins, cash, and messy paper ledgers. They are leaving so much time and money on the table, just waiting for someone to step in and optimize the whole shebang.
Building on that momentum, think about the revenue potential of local self-storage facilities. We're talking $500,000 to almost $1 million a year. They are incredibly reliable and, historically speaking, totally recession-proof. Yet, despite moving all that money, our sources note that a lot of these owners don't even have simple, modern software for tracking projects or sending out digital invoices. They are making amazing money, sure, but their management systems are completely stuck in the dark ages.
Section 2.
the digital transformation. Let's see how to actually modernize these systems for today.
All right, so we know the businesses are there and we know they make real money. But here's the kicker. These digital transformations are surprisingly easy to pull off. We are definitely not talking about sitting down and writing thousands of lines of code. No way. We're talking about leveraging AI tools to write snappy, conversion-focused website copy. We're talking about using simple drag-and-drop builders to launch a stunning site for a local gardener in literally 30 minutes. It's replacing clunky manual coin collections and vending machines with remote monitoring and digital tap-to-pay systems. Or just taking cash-in-hand college tutors and putting them on a sleek professional booking platform. You're simply playing matchmaker between modern tools and outdated businesses.
Section 3, the profit split strategy. This is the zero-risk way to actually get paid.
So, the big question, how do you actually make money doing this if you don't even own the business? Well, the crucial point boils down to these 3 simple steps. Pitching to older, maybe kind of skeptical owners is actually incredibly easy because you remove all of their risk. Step 1, you offer to modernize their systems totally for free. Zero upfront cost, no scary agency retainers. Step 2, you carefully track the extra profit your new automated systems bring in. And Step 3, you simply take a percentage cut of that new growth. It is the ultimate win-win scenario. They only pay you if your digital upgrade actually puts more money in their pocket.
Let's look at a really concrete example just to show you how lucrative this gets. Let's go back to that $300,000 laundromat we mentioned earlier. Say you set them up with an automated billing system like Odoo. It makes their whole operation so incredibly efficient that you add $50,000 to their annual profit. If you negotiated just a modest 20% cut of that new profit, bam! That puts a cool $10,000 straight into your pocket. And remember, that is passive income from just one single local client.
Section 4, no more excuses. Time to tackle the biggest roadblocks.
Okay, it is time for a little bit of tough love, especially regarding that classic excuse, I'm just too busy. Let's break down the 168 hours we all get in a week. Even if you sleep a full 8 hours every single night, and you work a demanding full-time job or go to college full-time, the math just doesn't lie. You still have a massive chunk of over 50 hours of free time left in your week. 50 hours! That is more than enough time to learn these straightforward software systems, walk down your street, and get to work. So, I'm too busy? It simply isn't mathematically true. Which brings us to one of the absolute most powerful takeaways from our source material. Quote, "Arrogance is a silent wealth killer." See, way too many people look down on things like gutter cleaning, self-storage, or laundromats just because they aren't glamorous tech startups. They kind of think they're above it all. But listen, if you can just stay humble, sit down and learn these basic digital tools, and simply outwork your rivals, you can tap into a gold mine that the arrogant folks completely ignore. Seriously, do not let your ego keep you broke.
And that leaves us with one final, absolutely vital question to close out our explainer today. When you're faced with a tough economy, are you going to pick up the magnifying glass to scrutinize and blame the system? Or are you going to pick up the mirror, take a hard look at yourself, and take full responsibility for your own financial future? These neighborhood gold mines are out there literally just waiting to be digitized. The tools are so easily accessible. The only thing left for you to do is actually take action. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this sparks a brand new way of looking at the businesses right outside your front door. Keep learning, keep building, and we'll catch you next time.